Hey there, ever tried getting toothpaste back into the tube? Yeah, it's basically impossible. That's kind of what crash dieting feels like. You squeeze everything out of your willpower tube, cutting carbs, skipping meals, working out like a maniac, and then one little slip and boom, you're trying to jam it all back in again. But here's the thing, losing weight fast doesn't have to feel like torture. It just has to feel like strategy. Let me explain. Imagine your body is like a smartphone. You've got two modes, charging and using. When you're eating more than you need, you're in charging mode. Your body stores energy as fat for later. When you're eating less than you need, you switch to using mode. Your body taps into those fat stores. Now, if you want to lose weight fast, the trick isn't just cutting calories like crazy. It is getting your body to prefer using fat instead of just yelling, "I am hungry," every 3 hours. And that starts with something most people skip: understanding your metabolism. Think of your metabolism like the engine in a car. Some engines idle high. They burn a lot of fuel just sitting still. Others are more efficient. What fuels that engine? Not just food, but muscle mass, hormones, sleep, and even stress levels. So if you've been trying to lose weight by just eating less and moving more, but you feel like your engine is stuck in economy mode, here's why. Your body doesn't like sudden surprises. If you suddenly slash calories, it assumes you're in trouble and slows everything down, like dimming the headlights to save battery. Ever wonder why people lose weight fast the first week and then suddenly nothing happens? That's your body adjusting. It's smart like that, annoying but smart. So here's what works better. Instead of crashing the system, trick it gently. Kind of like giving a toddler vegetables hidden in spaghetti. Start by dialing in your calorie deficit, but not a massive one. Aim for about 500 to 700 calories below what your body needs to maintain its current weight. That's enough to burn fat, but not so much that your body panics and slows down your metabolism. And remember, this isn't a Netflix show. You don't need to binge results in one day. Now here's the fun part. Your body burns calories just being alive. This is called your basal metabolic rate, or BMR. Think of it as the calories your body spends on stuff like breathing, thinking, keeping your heart beating. Basic life stuff. Let's say your BMR is 1,500 calories. If you add activity, like walking, workouts, or even cleaning your room, you might burn another 500 to 1,000 on top of that. So to lose weight fast, you want to keep your BMR high while nudging your calorie intake just low enough to create a fat-burning gap. How do you keep that BMR engine humming? Muscle. Yep. Muscle is like having more cylinders in your engine. It burns more calories, even when you're asleep. So instead of just jogging endlessly, add some resistance training. Bodyweight squats, push-ups, or dumbbell workouts, whatever works for you. Now, I know what you're thinking, but cardio burns more calories. True, for the moment. But muscle keeps burning long after you leave the gym. It is like buying a house that earns rent every day, instead of just flipping furniture for quick cash. And speaking of energy, let's talk about food. Because yes, calories matter, but not all calories are created equal. 100 calories from a donut and 100 calories from grilled chicken. Totally different experiences for your body. The donut spikes your insulin, crashes your blood sugar, and leaves you raiding the fridge an hour later. The chicken keeps you full, helps build muscle, and barely messes with your blood sugar. So if you're serious about losing weight fast, think nutrient density over snacky convenience. Here's a simple plate visual. Half your plate, tas veggies, fiber plus volume, tas fullness. A quarter should be just protein, chicken, tofu, eggs, fish, beans. A quarter shaggy healthy carbs, sweet potato, quinoa, fruit, rice. Add a little healthy fat, avocado, olive oil, nuts, and you've got a meal that keeps your hormones and hunger in check. Let's talk about one of those sneaky hormones, ghrelin. Ghrelin is like your body's hunger text message. When you skip meals or undereat, ghrelin levels go up and your willpower crashes down. The fix? Eat enough protein and fiber, especially in the morning. Ever notice how a high-protein breakfast keeps you full till lunch, but a sugary cereal has you dreaming of snacks by 10 a.m.? That's not your imagination, it's biology. Also, don't fear fat. Fat slows digestion and helps you feel satisfied. Just go for the good stuff: avocados, almonds, olive oil. Now let's talk about water. I know it's boring, but listen. Dehydration can make you feel tired, hungry, and cranky. And when you're trying to lose weight fast, you need all the mental clarity and energy you can get. Drinking enough water, especially before meals, can help you feel full and avoid overeating. Try 2 glasses 20 minutes before you eat. Simple but effective. Okay, real talk. What about fasting? Does skipping breakfast make you burn more fat? Here's the deal. Intermittent fasting works for some people because it naturally creates a calorie deficit without having to track every bite. Think of it like giving your digestive system office hours. But here's the caveat. If fasting turns you into a snack-obsessed gremlin by 3 p.m., it's probably not your best strategy. The goal isn't to suffer. It's to be consistent. Which brings us to another crucial factor: sleep. Yep, if you're not sleeping enough, your body goes into full chaos mode. Cortisol rises, that's your stress hormone. Your appetite goes up and your fat burning slows down. It's like trying to update your phone while it's stuck on 1% battery. Nothing works right. Shoot for 7 to 9 hours, no screens before bed. Keep your room cool and dark. Trust me, sleep is not a luxury when you're trying to lose fat. It's part of the process. All right, I know this is a lot, but here's where it gets cool. There's one more weight loss cheat code that most people totally overlook. Now, it's called NEAT, short for non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Sounds fancy, right? But it's basically all the movement you do when you're not working out, like walking to your car, fidgeting, cleaning the kitchen, standing instead of sitting, pacing while you talk on the phone. That stuff. And get this, NEAT can burn hundreds of calories a day without you ever stepping foot in a gym. That is why 2 people with the same workout routine and the same diet can still get very different results. One of them is just naturally moving more. So yeah, parking farther away or taking the stairs may sound basic, but over time, it stacks up. And if you're trying to lose weight fast, every bit of movement is like adding another coin to the fat-burning jar. Now let's talk cravings. You know, that moment at 9:47 p.m. when your body starts whispering sweet nothings about chocolate-covered pretzels. Cravings usually aren't about real hunger. They're about emotional hunger, boredom, stress, or straight-up habit. The trick is to interrupt the pattern. Before you raid the fridge, ask yourself, am I actually hungry, or just looking for a dopamine hit? And if the answer is dopamine, which it usually is, try this hack. Drink a glass of water, wait 10 minutes, then go for a walk, or brush your teeth. Sounds weird, but it resets your brain. Kinda like hitting Ctrl Alt Del on a snack attack. Another huge game changer: planning. I know, planning isn't sexy, but if you leave your meals up to chance, you'll default to what's easy. And easy usually means chips, drive-thrus, or skipping meals until you're so hungry you'd eat a frozen shoe. So take 15 minutes at the start of each week to map out your meals, even if it's just rough ideas. Boiled eggs, frozen veggies, rotisserie chicken, rice. It doesn't have to be fancy, just available. And while we rye on it, don't be afraid to eat the same meals a few times a week. Some of the most successful people in fitness have boring meal rotations. Why? Because it simplifies decision-making and keeps you on track. Less, what should I eat? More, boom, done. Now let's hit mindset. Because honestly, you can have the perfect meal plan, the best gym, and all the knowledge. But if your mindset is still stuck in all-or-nothing mode, it'll trip you up every time. Here's the truth. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be relentlessly consistent. If you mess up and eat an entire pizza, cool. That's not failure. That's one page in your story. Flip the page and move on. Don't restart the whole book. Think of weight loss like steering a ship. You can veer off course, sure, but as long as you keep adjusting, you'll still get there. One bad day won't ruin your progress. Quitting will, so be kind to yourself. Measure progress in weeks and months, not hours and days, and don't just chase the scale either. Take progress photos. Notice how your clothes fit. Pay attention to your energy, your sleep, your mood. Those are wins too. Also, quick note about the scale. It lies. Like a lot. You could eat a salty dinner, drink more water, or start strength training and gain 2 pounds overnight, even while losing fat. Don't freak out, that's not fat gain. It's water, food, or even muscle. Trust the process, not just the numbers. Okay, let's touch on supplements real quick. Are they necessary? No. Can they help? Sure, a few can, if your basics are locked in. Think of supplements like seasoning. If the meal sucks, salt won't save it. But if your nutrition is already solid, a little protein powder or creatine might give you an edge. But fat burners, waste of money for most people. They're just overpriced caffeine pills in flashy bottles. If you want something that works, sleep, hydrate, lift, eat clean, that's the real magic pill. Oh, and one last thing before we wrap this up. Don't try to out-hustle your self-worth. Losing weight fast is great, but it won't magically fix your self-esteem. If you hated your body at 200 pounds, you're not gonna love it just because it's 170. You might be smaller, but the voice in your head will still be loud if you don't work on it. So talk to yourself like you'd talk to a friend. Celebrate the little wins. Remind yourself why you're doing this. Not to punish your body, but to fuel it, respect it, and feel alive inside it. So in conclusion, losing weight fast isn't about starving, suffering, or living in the gym. It's about creating a sustainable calorie deficit, building lean muscle, moving more, eating smarter, and getting your mindset to match your goal. Yes, the process takes effort, but not misery. Small, smart changes made consistently beat dramatic changes that fizzle out every single time. And hey, your body wants to work with you. Give it the right signals and it will respond. If you want me to make other videos explaining these topics, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.